Hi YouTube, it's Kathy and I'm back for another round of 5 bookish questions. I did one of these at the beginning of the month with my friend Erik, and this time I'm getting 5 bookish questions from Meg from Tome Infinity. How this works is I sent Meg 5 questions, she sent me 5 questions. We both haven't figured out what those questions are yet. I'm just about to see them for the first time, and then we're going to answer them. Nice and simple, but it is a fun little long-distance collaboration.
Hello, my name is Megan from the channel Tome Infinity, and Kathy and I are going to be doing a collaboration video, which is a lot of fun. So I'm going to be asking her 5 questions. She's going to be asking me 5 questions that will be on my channel, per se. Random, I know I'm full of mixed matched words, so let's get into it. And I'm going to ask you your first question. So, first, what is a book that you have loved for years and would like to see have a comeback in the book community?
Ooh, for years. It's hard to answer this because I always go back to things that I've read since being on booktube, because those are things that are more at the forefront of my brain. So the first thing that jumps to my mind is Words in Deep Blue, which is my favorite book from 2017. However, what I would really love to have like a resurgence in the book community, because I'm not even sure it really had much of anything other than a cult following, was the Dark Tower series. I really enjoyed reading that series. I've only read it once all the way through, and at some point this year I think I'm going to reread the entire series. It is an 8-book series. It started out as a 7-book series, and then there was a book kind of put in the middle there, and it is a weird adventure, sci-fi, fantasy mashup of all of these things that I actually have a tattoo from, so there's that.
Question number 2. I absolutely love book cover designs. Design and art in general is something that I really enjoy. So what is a book design or cover that is one of your favorites?
Ooh, I'm so glad you said one of your favorites, because I think we all know if you asked my favorite, I would just scramble and panic and not be able to do anything. A book cover that I absolutely fell in love with was this cover for Radio Silence. I actually didn't know anything about this book. I just saw this cover while I was browsing and bought it on site. And I'm so glad I did, because I love that book so much.
Question number 3 is, I am pretty picky with my 5 stars, and I was wondering, is there an author that you've read everything of that you've given everything 5 stars to? Because I know I haven't.
Ooh, this is hard. There probably isn't, unless you count authors where I've only read one of their books, because then obviously I've 5-starred everything I've read by them. I would have to go back and double check my records, but I'm pretty sure I've 5-starred everything by Aisling Herring Blake, and I've read about 4 of her books, so we're just gonna go with that. If I haven't 5-starred them, they were all at least really close, if not actually 5 stars for me.
Number 4, I'm gonna play off of one of the questions that you gave to Erik, because I thought it was really funny, and I'm gonna pick some of my favorite random things, and I'm gonna throw them in and see if you can pick a book that has all of them in it. So I want to know if there is a book that contains snakes, a villain's perspective, a galactic empire, dark humor, and then some sort of ancient mythology or creature or being in some way. That would be amazing.
I think you might have stumped me, Meg. I don't think I can think of something that has all of those, especially because I don't read a lot of like galactic empire type of things. Let's see. I'm gonna have to listen to those again. Snakes, a villain's perspective, galactic empire, dark humor, and ancient mythology. Okay, the closest I'm going to get on this, and it doesn't quite have all of them, but it has hints of all of them, is Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. The snakes aren't really snakes, they're more like dragons. Although at some point I'm sure a snake was mentioned. We do get a bunch of different perspectives of all of these characters, so we don't really get specifically the villain's perspective, but there are characters, especially in the second book in the series, that are realizing that they might be the villains, so there's a little bit of that. We get this galactic empire with Mercer, which is the company that has basically taken over the galaxy. Admittedly, a lot of the humor isn't exactly dark, but they are in very dark times, so there's that. And as for ancient mythology, this is all about the Arthurian legend, so I'm not perfect on this, but that was pretty good considering what you gave me.
And finally, we're gonna finish up with an easy one, and I just want to know what you're reading. Are you loving it? Because I hope you're loving it, so let us know.
Yay, an easy question. I'm actually reading Sword in the Stars right now, which is the second in the Once and Future series. I don't know how long this series is going to be. This is actually an arc because this book comes out later this year. I'm also listening to The Personality Brokers, which is all about the women that were behind making the Myers-Briggs test. Just because my friend Nicole has a book club where she's trading off hard sciences with social sciences with Deboki, and every other month we're talking about a social science or a hard science book, and this is the one for this month, which is why I'm reading it. And there you have it. Those were the 5 questions that Meg asked me. I'm very excited to see how Meg did with my questions, so I will obviously be linking that down below. How would you have answered these questions, and do you have an even better answer for question number 4? Because I am also curious. Let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down to the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. You can like and share this as you see fit, and I will see you very soon because I'm putting out 34 videos this month. Bye!